Do you love dogs but hate finding hair everywhere? Most people who want a dog worry about the mess, the fur on the couch, the dander in the air, the vacuuming that never ends. And for a lot of people, that alone is enough to talk themselves out of getting a dog at all. Here are 10 dog breeds that shed so little, you can actually have a dog without turning your home into a fur factory. Number 10. The Poodle. The Poodle is the most popular low-shedding breed in the world, and there is a good reason it consistently tops every hypoallergenic dog list you will ever find. Poodles have a dense curly coat that traps loose hair and dander close to the skin instead of releasing it into your home. So while other dogs are shedding fur onto your couch, a poodle is essentially holding onto it until you brush them. According to the American Kennel Club, poodles come in 3 sizes: standard, miniature, and toy. All 3 share the same coat type and the same low-shedding trait. Standard poodles were originally bred as water retrievers in Germany. That famous fancy clip they get was actually functional, designed to protect their joints and vital organs while swimming in cold water. Beyond the coat, poodles are one of the smartest dog breeds according to research on canine intelligence. They learn commands quickly, respond well to training, and adapt easily to different living situations. That combination of low shedding, high intelligence, and adaptable size is why the poodle is often the first breed recommended to families with allergies. The catch is that their coat requires regular professional grooming every 4 to 6 weeks. But in exchange for that upkeep, you get a dog that essentially does not leave hair around your home. Number 9. The Bichon Frise. The Bichon Frise looks like a walking cotton ball, and that fluffy white coat is exactly what makes them one of the lowest shedding dogs on this list. Their coat has a unique double layer. The soft outer curls trap the loose hair from the undercoat before it can fall out and end up on your floors. So even though a Bichon looks like they should be shedding fur everywhere given how puffy they are, the reality is the opposite. According to the AKC, the Bichon Frise is a cheerful, gentle, and playful companion dog. Their name is French for fluffy white dog, and it fits perfectly. They stand between 9 and 11 inches tall, and were originally bred as companion dogs for European nobility. That heritage as a lapdog is still baked into their personality. They are affectionate, love human company, and thrive with people around them. What makes them ideal for allergy sufferers is not just the low shedding but also the minimal dander production. Their coat traps skin flakes just as effectively as it traps hair, which means fewer allergens end up floating around your home. The trade-off is that fluffy white coat needs consistent care. Regular grooming visits, daily brushing to prevent matting, and occasional bathing. But for people who want the joy of a dog without the constant cleanup, the Bichon is one of the best answers you can find. Number 8. The Schnauzer. The Schnauzer is one of the few breeds that comes in 3 completely different sizes: miniature, standard, and giant. But no matter which size you choose, the coat behaves the same way. Schnauzers have what is called a wiry double coat. It sheds very little year-round and produces less dander than most breeds. The rough outer coat protects the softer undercoat, and both layers hold onto loose hair rather than releasing it. According to the AKC, Schnauzers were originally bred in Germany as farm dogs, ratters, and guard dogs. The standard Schnauzer is the original, developed in the Middle Ages. The miniature came later as a smaller companion version. The giant was developed specifically for driving cattle. That working dog background shows up today. They are alert, intelligent, and highly trainable, but also affectionate and loyal to their families. Their signature look with the bushy eyebrows and beard is not just for appearance. That facial hair actually protected them from vermin bites when they were working as ratters on farms. For families choosing between the 3 sizes, the miniature is best for apartments, the standard suits most homes, and the giant needs space to run. All 3 offer the same low-shedding benefit with different lifestyles in mind. Number 7. The Yorkshire Terrier. The Yorkshire Terrier is one of the most popular small dogs in America, and part of the reason is that they shed almost nothing. Yorkies have a coat that is much more like human hair than typical dog fur. It grows continuously, has a fine silky texture, and sheds only minimally as it grows. Because of that hair-like structure, they produce very little dander compared to most breeds their size. According to the AKC, Yorkies were originally bred in England during the 19th century to hunt rats in textile mills and mines. That is a surprising origin story for a dog now known for being a lap pet. But that terrier heritage explains their bold and confident personality. They may only weigh 4 to 7 pounds, but they carry themselves like a dog 3 times their size. Their adaptability is another reason for their popularity. Yorkies do well in apartments, in houses, in cities, and in the countryside. That combination of low shedding, portability, and personality is why they have been one of the top 10 most popular dog breeds in America for years. The one thing to keep in mind with Yorkies is that their long, silky coat needs regular brushing to prevent tangles. Many Yorkie owners choose to keep their dog in a shorter puppy cut for easier maintenance. Number 6. The Maltese. The Maltese has one of the most glamorous coats in the dog world. Long, silky, pure white hair that flows all the way to the floor. And that hair, believe it or not, sheds almost nothing. Just like the Yorkshire Terrier, the Maltese has hair rather than fur. It grows continuously and does not go through the seasonal shedding cycles that most breeds experience. Combined with their small size, which naturally means less body surface producing dander, The Maltese is one of the cleanest small dogs you can own. According to the AKC, the Maltese is one of the oldest dog breeds in history. Their heritage traces back thousands of years to the Mediterranean island of Malta, where they were prized as companions of nobility. Aristotle even wrote about them. That long history as a companion dog is exactly what they still are today. Gentle, affectionate, playful, and completely devoted to their people. What makes the Maltese particularly good for allergy sufferers is not just the low shedding, but the lack of skin folds and low tendency toward oil buildup that causes dog odor. They stay cleaner between baths than most other breeds. Many Maltese owners keep their dog in a short puppy cut to reduce grooming time. But whether you keep them fancy or practical, you get a dog that does not leave hair behind. Number 5. The Shih Tzu. The Shih Tzu was originally bred to be a companion for Chinese royalty, and everything about them still reflects that heritage today, including their beautiful, low-shedding coat. Shih Tzus have a long, thick double coat that consists of hair rather than fur. That hair grows continuously, without the seasonal shedding cycles that most breeds experience. As a result, they shed very little year-round. Any loose hair typically ends up in your brush during grooming rather than on your furniture. According to the AKC, Shih Tzus have been companions to royal families in China for over 1,000 years. Their name actually translates to little lion in Chinese, though they are anything but fierce. They are affectionate, outgoing, and adapt beautifully to almost any home environment. Their coat does require significant grooming. Daily brushing, professional grooming every few weeks, and consistent care to prevent matting. But what you get in return is a dog that does not shed onto your clothes, your furniture, or your carpet. Their flat face does mean they can be prone to some breathing issues and overheating in hot weather. But for anyone who wants a low-shedding companion dog that fits into almost any lifestyle, the Shih Tzu is a great choice. Number 4. The Havanese. The Havanese is the national dog of Cuba, and one of the most affectionate breeds you can bring into a family. They also happen to shed almost nothing. Havanese have a long, silky double coat that comes in almost every color imaginable. Like several other breeds on this list, their hair grows continuously and traps loose fibers and dander close to the skin. That combination is why they consistently appear on hypoallergenic breed lists from the AKC and PetMD. According to the AKC, the Havanese was bred to be a companion dog for Cuban aristocracy in the 1800s. Their whole purpose in life was to be close to people, and that shows in their temperament today. They are social, friendly, and thrive on human interaction more than almost any other breed. Some behaviorists call them Velcro dogs because they stick to their people so consistently. Their intelligence also makes them highly trainable, and many Havanese excel at agility, obedience, and even therapy work despite their small size. They typically weigh between 7 and 13 pounds. The trade-off is that gorgeous coat needs regular attention. Weekly brushing at minimum, professional grooming every 6 to 8 weeks. But for anyone who wants a small, low-shedding dog that will follow them around the house all day, the Havanese is one of the best fits you can find. Number 3. The Portuguese Water Dog. The Portuguese Water Dog became famous when the Obama family brought one into the White House, and there is a specific reason they chose this breed. Their oldest daughter had dog allergies. Portuguese Water Dogs have a single-layer, waterproof coat that comes in either curly or wavy varieties. Unlike most breeds that have a double coat with a shedding undercoat, Porties only have one layer. That single coat sheds minimally and produces very little dander. According to the AKC, this breed was originally developed in Portugal to help fishermen with their work. Their job included herding fish into nets, retrieving lost gear from the water, and even carrying messages between boats. That waterworking heritage explains their love of swimming and their exceptional intelligence. They typically weigh between 35 and 60 pounds, which puts them in the medium-sized category. Larger than most low-shedding breeds, but still manageable for most households with active lifestyles. Their temperament is affectionate, loyal, and eager to please. They form strong bonds with their families and generally do well with children. If you want a low-shedding dog that can actually hike, swim, and run with you, the Portuguese Water Dog is one of the best answers on this list. Number 2. The Chinese Crested. The Chinese Crested is one of the most unusual dogs you will ever see, and that unusual appearance is exactly why they shed almost nothing. There are 2 varieties of Chinese Crested. The hairless variety, which has smooth, soft skin with just tufts of hair on the head, feet, and tail, and the powder puff variety, which has a full coat of long, soft hair. Both are considered hypoallergenic. The hairless obviously produces very little shedding because there is barely any hair to shed, and the powder puff produces less dander than most fully coated breeds. According to the AKC, the exact origin of the Chinese Crested is debated, but the breed became popular as a companion dog for sailors, who took them on ships to help control the rat population. That is why the breed spread around the world, and why they can be found in port cities across many countries. Chinese Cresteds are affectionate, playful, and form deep bonds with their people. Despite their unusual appearance, they are surprisingly athletic and can excel at agility. The hairless variety does require specific skin care since they do not have fur to protect them. Sunscreen in summer, sweaters in winter, and regular skin moisturizing are all part of ownership. But for anyone who wants an interesting, low-maintenance, low-shedding companion, the Chinese Crested is a genuinely unique choice. Number 1. The Basenji. The Basenji is often called the barkless dog, and they are also one of the cleanest dogs you can bring into your home. Basenjis have short, fine, low-shedding coats that produce very little dander. They also groom themselves like cats, cleaning their own coat with their tongue and paws. That self-cleaning behavior is one of the reasons Basenjis have almost no dog odor, even between baths. According to the AKC, the Basenji is one of the oldest dog breeds in the world, tracing back to Central Africa, where they were used as hunting dogs by the Congo tribes. They are pack hunters with exceptional sight and speed, bred to work quietly in the forest. That is where the barkless trait comes from. Basenjis cannot bark like other dogs. Instead, they make a unique yodeling sound that sounds almost like a human voice. Their appearance is elegant and refined. Short legs, curled tail, small pricked ears, and a wrinkled forehead that gives them a permanently curious expression. They typically weigh between 22 and 24 pounds. Basenjis are intelligent but independent, which means they can be a challenge to train compared to more eager-to-please breeds. They also have a strong prey drive from their hunting heritage. But for the right owner, the Basenji offers something no other dog breed can. A quiet, clean, low-shedding, self-grooming, ancient companion who essentially takes care of themselves. So which one of these surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments and tell us if you have one of these breeds at home. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.